Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to read the next 3 chapters of our Read Aloud The Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. Chapter 43. Up bright and early the next morning, Kyle made his way across the rotunda reading room. It was 8:15. The Dewey Decimal doors would open in 1 hour and 45 minutes. The game would be over in less than 4 hours. Kyle was totally pumped. Sierra Russell, on the other hand, was sitting in a comfy chair reading a book. "Hey," said Kyle. "Hi," said Sierra, stifling a small yawn. "Did you stay up all night reading?" "No, I went upstairs around 2, but there was a new stack of books on the librarian's desk when I came down." "Oh, really? What'd you find?" 5 copies of this." She showed Kyle her book. It was The 11th Hour, A Curious Mystery. It's a rhyming picture book about Horace the Elephant's 11th birthday party and the search to find out who ran off with all the food. There are hidden messages and cryptic codes all over the pages. Why is it called the 11th hour? The birthday feast was supposed to take place at 11 a.m., but since somebody stole all the food, Kyle laughed. 11 a.m. What? The 11th hour. The last possible moment. Kyle nudged his head up at the Wonder Dome. "How much do you want to bet that at 11 o'clock on the dot, the clue we need most will pop up on the 300 section?" Sierra smiled. "So this new book is a clue about our clue?" "That's my guess. Did you eat breakfast?" "Not yet." "Well, what are you waiting for?" said Miguel as he strode into the room. "Today's the big day. We're going to need our energy for the final sprint." "He's right," said Akimi, climbing down the spiral staircase. "The doors open in less than 2 hours. Then we only have 2 more hours to figure everything out." "But," said Kyle to his teammates, "Sierra just figured out when we will get the big 300s clue." He gestured toward the picture book. "At the last possible minute." "What?" said Akimi. 11:59? "Close. 11 o'clock. "Awesome," said Miguel. "It must be a very good clue." Kyle and his team went to the cafe where they found Haley Daly sitting at a table, eating half a grapefruit and staring blankly through the glass walls into the rotunda. "Hey, Haley," said Kyle. "How's it going?" "Not bad, you?" "Good. Win or lose, we're having a blast." "We're the fun bunch," said Akimi. "You guys really get along, huh?" "Oh, yes," said Sierra. "I haven't had this much fun since I was 6. "Seriously?" "What's the matter, Haley?" said Akimi. "Life not so good on Team Charles?" "It's okay, I guess. I mean, we've pulled together some good clues and all." "Well," said Miguel, "if you ever want to switch sides, we're always looking for new members." "Can I do that? Just switch sides? Even though I know everything about what Team Charles did all day yesterday?" "I think so," said Kyle. "I mean, there was nothing in the rules about teams." "Huh," said Haley. "And Andrew's teamed up with you guys too?" "No," said Kyle. Haley nodded towards the wall of windows behind Kyle. "Then why'd he just swipe his library card and go into your meeting room?" Chapter 44. Zipping across the slick marble floor, Kyle and his team, trailed by Haley, practically slid into Community Meeting Room B, where Andrew Peckelman stood with a notepad jotting down everything that was written on the whiteboard walls. "Hey!" shouted Akimi. "That's cheating!" Andrew spun around. His eyes were the size of tennis balls behind his goggle glasses. He sputtered. "You guys left the door open." "No, we did not," said Kyle extremely calmly, especially considering how much he wanted to throttle Peckelman. "It locks automatically. I checked." "And I double-checked the door before we went to bed," said Miguel. Kyle was surprised to hear it. "You did?" "You bet, bro. That's what teammates do." They knocked knuckles. "Well, you don't have anything but a stupid list of stupid books and stupid authors and a stupid Bible verse. A verse which," boomed Mr. Lemoncello, whose face had just appeared on the video screen wall, "you would do well to memorize, Mr. Peckelman. Thou shalt not steal." Mr. Lemoncello was dressed in a curled white wig and a long black robe. He looked like a judge in England. He slammed down a rubber gavel on his desk. It made a noise like a whoopee cushion. "Well, will everybody kindly join me in the rotunda reading room at once?" Everybody shuffled out of the meeting room and into the rotunda. They were shocked to see that Mr. Lemoncello himself was seated behind the librarian's desk at the center of the circular room. This was no hologram. This was the real deal. Charles, all smiles, made a grand entrance, slowly descending one of the spiral staircases. Good morning, everybody, he called out cheerfully. What's all the excitement? Did I miss something? Just your man Andrew trying to cheat, said Miguel. What? Oh, good morning, Mr. Lemoncello. I didn't expect to find you here inside the library. Isn't today your birthday, sir? Yes, Charles, and there's no place I'd rather be on my big day than inside a library surrounded by books. Unless, of course, I could be on a bridge to Terabithia. Well, sir, I must say, you're certainly looking fit and trim. Have you been working out? No, Charles, today I will be working in. I beg your pardon? Today I will be working here, inside the library, supervising the final hours of this competition. Oh, I don't think it will take hours, sir, said Charles. Not to brag, but I suspect that some of us will be going home very soon. You are correct. For instance, Mr. Peckelman, he will be leaving right now. What? Whined Peckelman. Why? Because you cheated. You tried to steal the other team's hard-earned information. Peckelman's eyes darted back and forth. It wasn't my fault. It was Charles's idea. He whipped his arm and wagged his finger. Charles told me to do it. He made me do it. Mr. Peckelman, please approach the bench, which in this instance is actually a desk, and let me see the library card you used to gain access to community meeting room B. Somewhat reluctantly, Andrew handed it over. Is your name Sierra Russell? No, sir, Andrew said to his shoes. He stole my card, said Sierra. She opened her latest book and pulled out the library card bookmark. Whose card do you have? Sierra asked Charles. Andrew Peckelman's. Aha, said Charles. He pulled the old switcheroo, eh? Because you told me to, said Peckelman. Really? Said Charles, sniggering. How dare you make such a scandalous accusation? Do you have any proof? I don't need any stupid proof. You bullied me into stealing Sierra's card. Mr. Lemoncello banged his gavel again. And thus ends the story of Andrew and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Mrs. Bunny. The hologram of the old bunny lady from Goodnight Moon hopped on top of the librarian's desk. Good night, Andrew, said the bunny. Your time with all of us is through. Clarence and Clement, the security guards, appeared and escorted Peckelman out of the building. Sir, said Sierra, would you like Andrew's library card for the discard pile? No, thank you. That card is now property of Team Kyle. Haley Daly raised her hand. Yes, Haley. Kyle saw her shoot a withering glance at Charles. How may I help you, dear? Asked Mr. Lemoncello. Well, sir, if it's okay with you, I'd like to switch sides. I want to join Kyle Keeley's team. Chapter 45. Zap, said Mr. Lemoncello, waving his arms like a magician. Zip, you are now on Kyle Keeley's team. Haley, said Charles, how can you desert me? The same way you just deserted Andrew. Do we get her library card too? Asked Kyle. Indeed you do, plus any and all information she chooses to share with you. And so, Charles, I ask you, would you like to quit your team and join Keeley? Excuse me? You know, all for one and one for all. Sir, with all due respect, that may have worked for those three musketeers in a trumped-up work of fiction, but I'm sorry, that is not how things work in the real world. Out here, it's every man for himself. What good is a prize if everyone wins it? I see, but Haley knows all the clues you've collected. True, sir, but I doubt she realizes what any of them mean. Kyle could see Mr. Lemoncello's nose twitch when Charles said that, and it wasn't a happy bunny kind of twitch either. It was a joke, sir. Charles must have seen the nose twitch, too. Oh, I see. Like the one about a boy named Charles? Hilarious. Remind me to tell it to you sometime. Anyway, be that as it may, I insist that you be given a few extra clues to compensate for the fact that all your teammates are either being kicked out of the game or abandoning your ship. Mr. Lemoncello reached under the desk and pulled out a white envelope. This, Charles, is for your eyes only. Charles stepped forward and took the envelope. Thank you, sir. That is very generous. I know. You may also ask me one question, but please don't waste your question asking me where is the alternate exit, because I do not know. You don't know? Kyle said it before Charles could. Haven't a clue. The entire game was designed by my head librarian, Dr. Zinchenko, as my birthday present. But, said Akimi, you could just ask Dr. Zinchenko how to get out, right? Akimi Hughes, are you one of those people who read the last chapter of the book before you see how it You finished to see how it ends? No, but... Good. It's much more fun when the ending is a surprise. Dr. Zinchenko is the only person who knows how and where to exit this building without setting off all sorts of fire alarms. Any clues I personally delivered during the course of this game were completely scripted for me by Dr. Z. Okay, said Charles. Here's my question. Mr. Lemoncello raised his hand. Before you ask it, be advised. Your opponents will also hear my answer. Fine. Why is the book on the bedside table in your private suite from the mixed up files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E. L. Collingsburg? Because when I was your age, Mrs. Tobin, my local librarian, gave it to me. Miguel raised his hand. Yes, Miguel. Can we have one bonus question too? He asked politely. No, said Mr. Lemoncello. However, I will give you one bonus answer, which Charles, of course, will also hear. Your bonus answer is Lodgepole, Loblolly, and Rocky Mountain White. What are 3 different kinds of pine trees? Asked Charles, just to show off. And to let Kyle's team know that their bonus answer didn't give them any kind of advantage. I am told that is correct, said Mr. Lemoncello, touching his ear. He reached under the desk again, and this time pulled up a 3-foot-tall hourglass, a giant version of the red plastic timers that came as standard equipment among many of his games. He turned it over. It's the jumbo 3-hour size, he said as the sand started trickling down, because it is now 9 o'clock, and you only have 3 more hours to find your way out of the library. Good luck. May the best team win. Or, in Charles's case, the best solo effort win. Okay, so I will post today's question.